Good afternoon. Here's the weather report for Tuesday afternoon, the middle of May. I'm meteorologist Ted Keller. It's a warm afternoon, that's certain across the area. Here are the 4 o'clock readings, including all 80s and 90s, 87 degrees in Springfield at that hour, 90-degree, crop of 90-degree temperatures in a few places in the Ozarks, Mountain Home, Arkansas included in that. But zooming out, you can see the extent of the warm air with the purple roughly where the 90s are, and even a few 100-degree temperatures showing up in parts of Nebraska, northern portions of Kansas, and up into western Iowa. Pretty amazing stuff. So that's the temperature pattern, and there is a front up here. There isn't much hope for it moving through the Ozarks. It will move eventually into northern Missouri and stall. So the only relief we'll get from this will be in the form of cloud showers and thunderstorms that form in connection with that and another upper level disturbance, and I'll show you that in a minute. Let me check in the dew points real quick here because I want to show you what's going to happen this week. We have established already some pretty moderate dew points, 50s and 60s out through this neck of the woods, greens and yellows. And then down to the south near the Gulf is where we have the really juicy upper 60 and 70-degree dew points. Now, the thing about it is this is going to be allowed with a steady south wind to keep building into the plains now through the weekend. And like I said, that front up to our north is not going to interfere with that. So we don't have anything, early in the spring. This is referred to as scouring the Gulf when fronts come on down and they go all the way to the Gulf and just basically suck the moisture, for lack of a better term, off the surface, and we don't get a lot of buildup of high dew points. But if you disallow that, if the fronts don't make it to the Gulf for a good solid week and you have southerly winds, you get a big moisture buildup, and that's what's going to happen. And I can show that to you in a series of maps here real quick. Let's check, not that one, but let's load this one. This is basically a plot of what's going to happen to the dew points here, and the darker greens are the higher dew points, and then the blue color is 60 degrees or higher. These are the great maps of College DuPage, by the way, the Next Generation Weather Lab. They really revamped their site. It looks really good. But anyway, you can see how this blue area just kind of overtakes the Ozarks. See the front stalling there in northern Missouri. Right here, so that's the line in the sand, so to speak, for snuffing out higher moisture content. So it actually moves north with time. This is Thursday morning. Here's Friday morning right here. High dew points all the way up into Minnesota, backing up all the way across Kansas and Oklahoma. And then around this time is when the jet stream starts getting a little bit stronger. This is, about midnight here, right here on Friday night. We have high moisture laden, and that implies unstable air all the way up into the Dakotas. So this is setting the stage for the jet stream pattern that I think is going to take place. Let's take a look at that real quick here. This is the 500 millibar level, about the middle of the troposphere, middle of the atmosphere. I should also comment that our midweek rains are coming from this little disturbance right here. This is a little tiny low aloft that's going to track over here, combined with that front stalling. So this entire area here is in for some rainfall. Let's take a look at what happens to that. That just kind of mixes itself out and moves along. And this is getting now into later parts of Friday into Saturday. Now Saturday right here is where the severe weather outbreak in the plains is a possibility, because we have these upper level winds right here. We have a trough in the upper atmosphere that's negatively tilted, so it supplies enough cold air for energetic winds aloft, but it doesn't supply a big rush of cold air at the surface, which is the last couple of severe outbreaks we've had have featured very strong cold fronts that have undercut everything. This one doesn't have that. So again, it's a multi-day thing too, because I really believe if you move this forward here, this is Iowa and up into Illinois and parts of Missouri and Kansas too on Sunday. And even on Monday, this could be extended play for folks up from Missouri northeast before this low finally leaves. And one more thing I want to comment on, if you let this go long enough, this starts to become more and more fantasy, but by the end of next week, this is a big old ridge of high, hot pressure that builds over the central plains here. If that holds true, we will be in for a hot period at the end of next week, middle to end of next week. So we got a couple things to look at. The warm temperatures continue. Let me show you the 7-day forecast real quick. With 80 tomorrow, 73 on Thursday, 85 and breezy again on Saturday, 82 on Sunday. Nothing chilly on that map at all at or above what you would consider normal for the middle part of May.